Once long ago, and in a land far away, there was a king. The king was the most kind and just ruler the people had ever known. One Christmas, the people called a meeting to decide what they could do to say thank you to their king. When they had gathered together, many suggestions were made as to how they could best honor and show their love to their king who had done so much for them.
We could sing for him. The king loves singing.
Ooh, I know. We could prepare a royal feast for him.
Let's surprise him and decorate the castle.
Or we could build a beautiful new statue of him for the town square.
Finally, someone suggested that they could each bring the king gifts.
Each person could bring whatever they could afford. Think of all the gifts that would be.
Many of the rich people thought this was a wonderful idea, but a poor person spoke up.
That's a great idea if you're rich, but what about those of us who are poor?
Yes, we can't afford to give the king as much as you can, and it may look like we don't love him as much.
Well, we don't need to give the gifts to the king in person. We don't even have to put our names on them.
That is a great idea. Everyone could just wrap their gifts at night, take them to the king, and lay them on the porch and surprise him in the morning.
But even if we leave our names off the gifts, the king's gonna know whether they're from the poor or the rich.
You wrap your gifts in beautiful gold paper with silver ribbons and shiny red bells. We can't afford such fancy wrappings. The king will easily know which ones are from those of you who are rich.
For a long time, it seemed as though the people would never come to a decision about how to give the king his gifts. Finally, a child, seeing things clearly, as children often do, offered a solution.
Our king loves us all, rich and poor, and he wants us all to be happy, right?
Right. That's why we love him so much.
And he cares for each of us as if we're his own family.
Now, I don't know that the king needs any gifts. He must have everything he could possibly need or want.
What if we just helped him take care of the people in his kingdom who do still have needs, since that's what he loves to do?
That is a great idea. The king would be so happy knowing that we had learned from his example.
Right, and even us that have very little could still do something for our friends and neighbors who have even less than we do.
And the kind of paper we wrap it in won't matter because the outside won't be as important as the gift inside.
Maybe we could just wrap all our gifts in very plain white paper.
Oh, that's perfect. White as snow, like a new beginning. And that's what our gifts might be for our neighbors who receive them.
It'll be a new beginning for all of us, caring for each other the way our king has cared for us.
Right away, they started finding out how they could best help the people in their kingdom who had nothing at all for Christmas to honor their king. They decided to surprise their king by leaving their gifts wrapped in plain white paper late at night on the steps of the palace with a note that said,
Dear king, to thank you for the love you have always shown us, we bring you these gifts for families in our kingdom who have great needs. We know you love them as much as you love us. We'll be back in the morning to help you deliver them.
Their gift to the king was the best gift he had ever received, seeing that the love he had shown was being passed on to others and having his people sharing in the work of making his kingdom a place where all people had what they needed. It was the best Christmas he had ever had. Today, the gifts we bring wrapped in plain white paper are given because we too want to share the love and gifts that we've received with our neighbors in need. It's our way of saying thank you to Jesus, our King, who taught us all how to love and how to give.